Well, greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical here, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you are surrounded by lots of family and friends, and I hope it's an awesome Christmas for you. And if it is, I just want you to remember, and I don't mean to bring this to like a downer level, but this is something I always remind my own family of every holiday. That, life is very fleeting, as those of us that are over 30 fully understand. So be sure, no matter how much it irritates people, and I'm the guy that's always irritating the family, take lots of pictures and a lot of videos. I always set up a video camera. Very quickly, people forget about it. And I just videotape the whole Christmas dinner, the whole unwrapping of the presents, Thanksgiving, whatever. And people are always like, oh God, there goes Mike again, with his camera. But invariably, we'll come up to another holiday, and some of the people sadly aren't there because they've passed away. And then those videos and those pictures become priceless family heirlooms. So take a lot of pictures and a lot of videos. And remember that you need to savor every moment. Don't take it for granted, because sure enough, there's going to be a Christmas that arrives where somebody that's with you today is not going to be there. That's just the nature of the beast of life. If you are alone this Christmas, it can be extremely depressing. I've been there. Not fortunately, I haven't been there a lot, but I've experienced some lonely Christmases. Whether it was I was a cop and I had no time on the job, so I had to work during the worst hours, or I was in the military, or I had been going through a divorce. So there's many different scenarios can make us or have us find ourselves alone during the holidays. I just implore you to just don't despair. Don't focus on how lonely you are. Try and focus, and it's easier said than done, I know. But focus on the things that you have. It may be something small. Maybe it's your health. Or maybe you're in a really shitty financial situation and you're living in an apartment or a motel, and you're feeling really down about yourself because for whatever reason you're alone. Just remember there's people laying on the street right now. People that were just as responsible and just as had their shit together, just like you and I. And because of a set of circumstances that somehow befell them, they find themselves in a homeless shelter or at a soup kitchen today. There's always somebody in a really worse situation, and I think it's very beneficial for us to think about them when we are what we think at our lowest. You know, Maybe you're recovering from an accident or an injury and you're not able to walk. Maybe you're never going to walk again. Think of what you do have and focus on making damn sure that you set the tone for the next year, the coming year, 2019. Think about next Christmas. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be surrounded by people that love you? And if there are no people anywhere that you feel that fit that image of what you wish you had, then you have 365 days to make that happen. And that means you're going to have to get around people. You're going to have to insert yourself into situations even outside your comfort zone to get around the types of people that you want that are going to elevate you and uplift you. Maybe you need to, maybe it's a church. Maybe you need to go to church and be around, believers in your faith. Maybe you need to take up a new hobby if it's something that you can physically handle. Maybe you need to, if you're in good shape, relatively good shape, but you're just kind of a loner. Maybe you need to think about taking up golfing. Maybe you need to take up, go to whatever. Take up skydiving if you can handle that. There's no way, unless you're a sociopath, that you can be around a bunch of good people where that your life won't improve. I've always said that, if you hang around a bunch of bikers, you're going to have a bunch of bikers for friends, and those are going to be people that are in your life. If you hang around a bunch of pilots, you're suddenly going to be around pilots and airplane mechanics and flight attendants and people in that industry. If you hang around people that like to go out in nature, when's the last time you took a walk on a forest trail? With the internet, you can find a group of people that are like-minded that want to take a New Year's Eve hike, a 5 mile hike or something, or a 2 mile hike, or a 30 mile hike. There's no excuse with the information that we have at our fingertips now not to be able to find groups of people. And maybe this year is a write off in terms of Christmas and you being around a bunch of people. But don't give up. Don't fall into that being a martyr. Oh man, my life sucks. Nobody loves me. I mean, we've all hit bottom at some point. And if we haven't, we will. And it's important that we stay in control of our destiny. We have a lot more control than sometimes we think we do. You know, if if you are able to, if you have eyesight and hearing and have access to the internet, which you do, or you wouldn't be watching this, there are many ways to surround yourself with people who want to improve their situation. So enough of that speech. I don't mean to sound like the old guy on the hill that knows everything. I certainly don't. But I speak from some experience being 56 years old. I've been around the block a few times and I've had some very, very high highs and I've had some fucking unbelievable lows. So just don't let them get you down. When I was at my lowest, there wasn't anything some fucking ugly dude on YouTube could have said that would have made me feel better. So I get that. But perhaps you can think about this, the overall tone of my message as as this year ends and the new one starts to unfold, and take charge of who you're around. If you're absolutely unhappy at work and you head to work with that sickness in your stomach, you can't believe you got to go there, then make it a point this year to change your work situation. Take charge of your life, drive yourself into a happy place, because this is it, man. This is our life. This is no dress rehearsal, man. This is what we got right now. And we can all talk about what may come after we die. Until we get there, it's pretty much theory or faith. And there's not a lot of difference between the two when you think about it. Yeah, that's my message. I want you to be happy, and if you're not, I'm very, just know that I'm thinking about you collectively, or I wouldn't be making this video. And for those of you on the channel that have been with me for a long time, thank you for hanging out with me and being patient with me as I go through my ups and downs. And for those that are new, welcome, and thank you for giving it a try. We're like a family here, not a huge family, but we are like a close family, and I love each and every one of you as much as I can love somebody that I've never physically met, but you know the deal. I'm getting all emotional. Merry Christmas to everybody, and stay safe. Now go out and find a reason to smile. Watch It's a Wonderful Life. Do something, but you make sure you have a good day today. LMS Tactical, I'm out.